Hey everyone, let's talk about my next new integrated amplifier. Here's a list that I'm currently looking at. Total 10 integrated amplifier in this list. Price from between $3,500 to $6,500 price range, new or used. Mostly I'm looking at the Class AB amplifiers and maybe one hybrid from McIntosh. So what I really want as a feature is must have a high quality phono stage in my integrated amp, and I don't want any digital analog converter in my integrated amplifiers. So sound quality wise, what I like is like a very clean sound with rich tonality, but it must have a highly detailed sound, yet got to have a very nice and quiet background, and of course ability to drive any speakers. It doesn't mean I got to have a high wattage rated amplifier, but it must have a very robust power supply that can handle low impedance loads. First amp I'm looking at is a Yamaha A-S3000 in silver. I do really like the overall design, because many buttons and knobs in front fascia, but not too busy looking. Build quality of this amp is so much better than many high price amps that I have seen or heard in the past. So probably only big company like Yamaha can bring this kind of quality at this price point. Although this amp is not budget friendly by any means. I did listen to this amp for a few times already at different places with different speakers. It does really offer sound quality that really reflect the build quality and price of the amplifier, which means to me is really good price to performance ratio, especially discounted price at below $5,000. So this is one serious contender to be my next amplifier. Look at the build quality of the unit. I mean, everything is well designed, well featured with high quality buds and everything. Pretty good phono pre-stage as well. It has an MC head amp and phono equalizers, everything. I have nothing bad thing to say about this amplifier, from build quality, features, price to performance, especially at the discounted price. So this is the amplifier to become a very serious contender to be my next amplifier. And next amplifier on my list is Luxman L-507uX integrated amp. Retail price for this amp is $6,500. I may get a little discount at local dealer, but not much. I tried this amp at the dealers. It sounds obviously better than the 505uX2. I tried at home. Better highs, better mids, and cleaner bass performance compared to 505uX2. $2,000 price difference in sound quality is very hard to justify. Overall build quality of this product is really nice, using the high quality parts and capacitors and transformers, and no angle tracing for circuit boards, and all that is really nice. Very nicely done and very good quality parts. But compared to Yamaha A-S3000, in my opinion, Yamaha A-S3000 have a higher quality build than this Luxman L-507uX2 integrated amplifier. Next amplifier I'm looking at right now is Labs INT-60 integrated amplifier. If I buy it, I have to buy a pre-owned to stay within my budget. Labs INT-60 have a less warmth compared to other bus integrated amplifier or bus amplifier that I have listened or auditioned before. But regardless, this is a very good, great candidate if I get very good deal on used market. Only downside is this one is very heavy. It's about 90 something pounds and it's pretty huge, so I need to replace my audio rack as well if I go with this amplifier. Overall sound quality, build quality is very good, but I'm not sure yet I will be putting almost $6,000 for used price on this amplifier at this moment. But you never know, if I get a better deal, I might swing for it. And next amplifier on my list is Esoteric F-07. I'm seriously considering this amp as well in pre-owned used condition. Overall this amplifier is my favorite for build quality and the feature that I want. Last time I listened to this amp was like a few years back at the audio show, but I remember I was very impressed by the sound quality, but it's just a little distant memory. Back panel of this Esoteric amplifier is my favorite design ever, which is very nicely laid out inputs and outputs. Look at the enclosure or structure design of this unit. This may be the best of the best in audio components. As you can see how much effort they put into designing this amplifier. I will see if I can listen to them again before I'm making my final decision. See if I can find a used US model before I make any choices. This amplifier is very high on my list. Next amplifier on my list is Accuphase E-380 integrated amp. This one is classic Accuphase designed with high quality parts, and phono stage is optional at additional cost on top of $5,000. Good internal phono stage is very important for me because I do not want many equipments on my audio stand. I really like this kind of a clean and nicely laid out design, and look at the internal unit of this amplifier. It's just gorgeous. Topology is probably the best looking in my opinion. The super clean layout design, which will give me very long time over my musical pleasure. And this is the power amp stage, and those are custom capacitors and custom transformer in the enclosure, and this is the preamp section of the integrated amplifier. I really like this one as well. If I buy this amplifier, I will buy it from Japanese importer due to a much price different from buying it from a US distributor, but I may not get a full Accuphase warranty, although I'm not really worried about it because based on my experience, back in like 2006, I sold my Accuphase E-380, which I bought it in like 1999, and the guy who bought it from me is still using it without any problem at all. That's why I don't mind using it even without warranty from a manufacturer, because I know that they will last for a very long time, but that's just my personal opinion. This is a very good choice and candidate as well. After the Accuphase, next on my list is Bryston B135-3 integrated amplifier. I'm not sure if it's SSD3 or not, but it just say B135-3. It has very clean look and compact design. Overall design and build quality looks very good only until I saw the back of the amp and inside of the amplifier. After I saw the back and inside of the amp, I'm not really impressed by it for price of $6,500. That's a lot. After a close inspection of the photo of this unit, I just called my dealer to cancel the appointment to audition this amplifier, because everybody have a different philosophy and opinion for audio components, but I'm not going to pay that much for this amplifier and design and build quality wise. That's too much for me. Next one on my list is SimAudio Mon 340iX integrated amplifier, which is retail for $4,700, and it is more attractive than Bryston B135, but compared to previous Accuphase E-380, this one is nowhere near in the same class or same league in terms of build quality and topology. So but I went to audition it anyway because I don't want to cancel another appointment. It was paired with the Bowers & Wilkins 702 S2 speakers, I believe. Sound was very good, but it's a little bit dry for my taste. I felt like I was missing something during the audition, and overall musical involvement was not as great. Right after the audition, I quickly removed it from my list because I felt like Accuphase E-380 or discounted Yamaha A-S3000 is better fight for my money. So I'm sorry, this is not for me. So a few weeks later, I went to audition at the local high-end audio shop for McIntosh MA352 hybrid tube integrated amplifier. But this one is really reaching my budget limit because I still have to pay taxes on top of the retail price, $6,500. And MA352 is one of the best looking integrated amp made by McIntosh. I really like overall design, power and build quality of this unit. I wish that I can see inside a topology of a circuit board's layout and inside structure of this unit. During my audition, what I felt was overall sound is warm, smooth and very nicely rolled off highs. Some may call it musical, but to me, I want a bit more resolution and more separation between the notes of each instrument. We try a few different speakers, like high-end speakers from Tenwai, SoulNote, and Bowers & Wilkins. And after all this, it's not the sound that I want to listen for next 20 years. But some of you may really fall in love with this kind of amplifier for the smooth, laid back and very rich sound signature. So next to amp on my list is JDM only models. This one is the Denon PMA-SX11, and I don't know why they don't sell them outside of Japan for these kind of high quality integrated amplifiers, but it won't stop me from adding it to my list. On paper, this one is one of the most impressive amplifier on paper based on the specs, because rated current is 60 amp and instant current is 240 amp, which is very impressive. Maybe only a few integrated amp outside of my budget range can match this kind of specs. Looking at inside of this amp is more impressive to me than any amps for the price and quality ratio. Transformer is in sand-casted aluminum casing filled with the special resin. Capacitors are custom mounted on sand-casted aluminum case as well to reduce the noise and vibration. So this kind of attention to detail and topology that I look for when I buy a new amplifier to use as my main amp. My favorite feature of this amplifier is CR type phono pre-stage with the dedicated power supply. Also, I really like the dedicated moving magnet and moving coil inputs, and also have the high and low switch for MC cartridges, which is very important and convenience for me because I own both type of MC cartridges. So this one is very attractive for my pocket and quality that I get and features that I would really want and use for my everyday music listening. Overall build quality is very impressive for the price with custom parts. And next amplifier on my list is from a pretty new company called SoulNote, which is founded by ex-Marantz employees or engineers or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Overall, I really like the front facial design of this SoulNote A2 integrated amplifier. Very simple, elegant, modern look. Everything is nicely designed. They are using very same binding post as the high-end Denon integrated amps. Inside of this integrated amp is a little different than other design on my list. I do not have a lot of information regarding this SoulNote A2 integrated amplifier except for price and specs. I will have to do more research to get more information about this amplifier. So those are the 10 integrated amplifiers currently I'm looking at to replace my old Denon integrated amplifier. Here's the inside look of these 10 integrated amplifiers on my list. I just want to compare it side by side to see which one really show the price and quality, because I like to look inside of the amplifier because it can really tell design and attention to detail of the engineer or people who design the amplifier, how much effort they put into this kind of amplifier, not only the name or not only the price. I don't know about other people, but this is how I shop for my integrated amplifier. it got to have very good power supplies, heat control. It got to have nicely spaced out components inside of the cabinet and all that stuff. So I auditioned 6 integrated amplifier from my list, which is a Yamaha A-S3000, Luxman L-507uX, Pass INT-60, Esoteric F-07, Moon 340iX, and McIntosh MA352. Based on all that consideration and based on the price and quality that I will get, and also based on the my audition and my experience with some of these amplifiers. So this is the final list that I have. First one is Accuphase E-380 integrated amplifier. I am a big fan of this kind of topology. Inside look very clean, nicely laid out components. Next one on my list is Yamaha A-S3000, which is really high on top of my list. I'm really impressed with this amplifier build quality and sound quality as well. And next one on my list is Esoteric F-07. If I buy this one, it's gonna be pre-owned or used condition because I just want to stay within my budget. I really like this amplifier build quality and overall sound quality as I remember from the show. And next one on my list is Pass INT-60 Class A integrated amplifier. It's not like other Pass amplifier that I have had before. It's more transparent and less warmth. And wild card for me is this is a Japan only model, which is a Denon PMA-SX11. So if I buy it, I have to use the step down transformer. But this one is most impressive amplifier for price, quality, and performance ratio in my book. I may try it. If I don't like it, I can resell it. So that's the list that currently I'm looking at. I will try to see if I can audition Accuphase E-380, but Denon PMA-SX11, I have no way auditioning. I have to buy it blind. So one of these amp I will be using as my next integrated amplifier. I will let you know which one I go with. So I will keep you guys updated with which amplifier I went with and why I go with that amplifier, and do I really like it or why I like it. So I will keep you guys updated for all that information. Please stay tuned and thank you for watching.